Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And this reading is going to be for Gemini for November of 2018. The year's almost over. Oh my goodness, it's like hard to believe. Well, for all of you that are new, I pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll use the angel card at the end of the reading. Hopefully pull everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So all of us Geminis are Frankie for the time of this reading. Other thing is, I don't think the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll kind of blend in and out throughout the month as a theme. And I would look at your moon and your rising sign. Kind of gives you a bigger, more comprehensive view of the month. And sometimes the sun sign just doesn't get it. We have a little message for us this month, and it's like we are going to release things that no longer, like people, circumstances, and things, situations that no longer benefit us. I think we're going to go around, tidy it up. What do I like? What don't I? And change it. And we're going to change it for the better for our own selves, for moving forward, whether it has to do with work or relationships in general or friendships. Maybe they're not suitable any longer to us. We're just going to do it, like not right away. We'll kind of gradually move away from situations that aren't working for us until we can adapt that or change them. Because we have really good words here, and they're faith, trust, tenderness, awakening, and abundance. I like abundance. I couldn't figure how this goes together, though, whenever I saw some of these cards, but I know we're going to make it through, because our first card here on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. And I think of this card as the card of the scholar. He's like so intent on where he's going forward. He has his nose in the book and he crashes right into the wall. Very intent. This is a message about money, our abundance, a good message, good news coming forward, or a way to better it. It's earth energy. If it's a person around us maybe delivering the message to us, they would be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus type energy. When they come forward, they're very intent on what they're doing. But you would know that the message they were giving us was trustworthy, and it was honest, and it was correct. So if it comes from a person, it would be that type of personality, male or female, maybe a younger energy, maybe for some of us, if it's not us going like for a promotion or into a new job or thing like that, it may be one of our children coming and saying, I'm going after that job, and and I trust I'm getting it, or whatever. Sometimes it's a younger energy or one of our children that's starting to move forward, or with that really like oblivious to what's going on around them, or maybe I am oblivious. I'm in my awakened, I have faith and trust. If I put all these things into action, I'm going to be able to go forward. Now, looking at these cards here, I'm thinking that this may be a lot of work-related energy, because of 2 of them here. But for others of us, it could be like change in circumstances, or friendships, things like that. Circumstances, people, like our original message. So with him being like that, oblivion, like so concentrating on the things that he wants, I think that would be appropriate manner for us to be able to, or for us to go forward for this month, because we have the words faith and trust. Okay? So some of us are just going to be concentrating and focusing on what it is that we need to do for our future, and we have a card that's really helpful with that, which people don't think so, but it's a Seven of Cups. That's a card of daydreaming, building castles in the air, da, 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 your head's in the clouds, and everything's like going on around you, and you have all these dreams, but nothing concrete. So we have faith and trust and awakening as our words. And Taurus got this card too, so maybe some of us are cuspers, but when I'm looking at this, here's our castle we're building in the air. Here's a wreath we're being crowned, I think, praised for something. Here's who do we want to be, this little mask down here. When I take off this mask, who am I going to be? Here's a snake. I don't want the snake unless I want to transform something. I think we're looking through our lives and thinking, what is it I want? What do I want to change? Am I happy about it? Am I not happy about it? Those kind of things. When I see this card, though, to me, I sit down with it and I think, one or two cups, where are my point of focus? So let's say we want relationship changes or work changes. I'm going to put that in one of the cup. What do I see I want? What do I have faith, that I trust is going to come forward, or what is my choice? I would put that in the cup. Maybe I want a new job. Totally. I would put that in the cup. I keep my trust and focus and my faith in that cup. And I'd quit being the kid in the candy store with 1 penny and all the candy. And my eyes are this big, because we have a lot of ideas and they come through our minds so rapidly, and things are changing and we always got a new plan forward. We don't really like sitting around doing nothing for the most part, we can sit when it's time for us to sit, but for the most part we'd rather be off on an adventure, which is our daydreaming. But with this card, they're saying focus, and we have abundance, and this card which can be focused on material, the material world or the material gain, so I'd want to think about that too. Our next card is another, whoops, can't get it up out of here, Pentacle card, and we have 2 5s here. So things are altering and changing around us. We're going to have to decide which change we want, which way are we going forward, because this card is the 5 of Pentacles. This is card of financial loss, is what they say. Maybe I don't feel like I have enough, or something that I was planning on or I trusted was going to happen doesn't, right? But the truth of this card, see, he's bleeding and he got a bandage on his head, and usually there's snow in the car or in the card, and everybody's crying and boo-hooing and they just don't know what to do and they're freezing to death. The premise of the card is not like that. The premise is turn around. Maybe something you were planning on didn't come forward. Turn around behind you. Supposedly this is a church and the light's shining out. And if you would turn around, there was help for you. Like a different path that would have opened up better, right? A different way. So let's say a bank loan fell through and I had this big plan. I was buying a house. It's just an example, Gemini, that's popping in my head. And I had this really big plan and I didn't get the bank loan. I'd have a backup. There's always help. I would look at all my options because we have the 7 of Cups here, right? I would look at all my options and I decide which of a few of them are best. But then I'd research and do my legwork and my backup, because if one didn't come through, there's something else. Or if I was losing a job, I'd be finding out with this Pentacles card here, this Page of Pentacles. Uh, do I need to get a little more education? Will it get me a better position? You know, there's always a different way. So we don't act like the kid in the candy store with the 1 penny and all the candy. We reduce the vision down to that which we have faith and trust in, that is going to bring forward our abundance. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial abundance. Abundance comes in many forms. We're all different Geminis. We would know what it is, you know, where we're going to place this in our life. Or if I've had a rough time financially, maybe I am deciding I'm going to go to school, because fives to me are change. And our next card here is, I'm looking down at our words here, and that would kind of go, that would go with these, because we have the 2 5s. This is the 5 of rods or wands, and it is more or less competition in the global economy, which may be cutting my funds. Maybe I'm going to go compete for another job. It's kind of like the mad scramble, you know, type deal for money and power, and with all of its the excesses that come with it, with greed and corruption and all the rest of the crap that goes along with it. It's a card that represents like struggle in the marketplace, you know. So maybe my job or whatever is going let me see, up on the block, and you know, I'm going for a promotion, I come back and they hired somebody else for my job, or those kinds of things. But what it tells us with these 5s are changes are afoot, or they're, you know, happening. Maybe with this 5 of Pentacles, if I'm not working, I invested money in the wrong thing, you know. I'm going to have to pull it out and restart and do it in a better way, maybe get some financial advice. This one tells us that there's new factors that are moving in to our situation, that are demanding that we change, adapt, and grow. It's life's not as simple as it was, Gemini, not quite. New competition kind of moving into the neighborhood or the industry, that kind of stuff, and you have to put forth a lot more effort in order to keep what we have gained in terms of financial gain and material goods, which is what this 5 of Pentacles is also telling us. Depending on the cards usually that are around this, you either are going to get some kind of hardship or loss, or you go on to greater and greater financial gain and success, or the acquisition of wealth. And our words are abundance, faith, trust, tenderness, awakening. You know, so to me, with the 2 5s together, it's kind of like a warning to keep on our toes, because the money's coming, but we have to have faith in, or the situation, because these are general readings. We have to have faith and trust in that which we have put into one of those 7 of Cups, you know, and we have to keep that intention and focus on it, keep it forward moving no matter what, you know, because our next card here is another page energy. It's a Page of Swords, and this is us. We're air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can be a younger type energy. Sometimes this page brings with it like trouble. Like someone that's around me is is doing something risky, you know, or maybe it's one of my kids that failed an exam, and I spend all this money with this 5 of Pentacles, and they're not graduating college, you know, those kind of things. But the way it feels with the rest of these cards, the change is coming. We have the Page of Pentacles, like overriding. We have this Page of Swords energy, and it'll be male or female. These are general readings. And we have those words, faith, trust, abundance, awakening, and tenderness. It makes me think that we're the one that is going to take the risk. We're going to take the risk, fill one of those cups, show or strut our best self, and remove anything that's distracting from us, kind of like our message, and be tender or good to ourselves. And we're going to say, what is it I need, or what is it I want out of this? And we're going to bring it forward if we keep that focus, those words, faith and trust. We're going to bring it forward, and we're going to really kind of enjoy it. No matter who sets off the fireworks in our life, if this Page of Swords is someone else, because the Knight of Swords is very aggressive energy. The Page, to me, can be real cocky. Here he is, he's got a sword in his hand. If we note it here, he's not even looking around. He's looking straight ahead. If somebody comes up behind him, he's so damn confident, he knows he'll beat them anyhow. So it's kind of like being too full of myself. But we have cards here that temper that, So I think we're going to use it right and use it appropriately and temper it with that faith and trust and fill the cup. So think about it. Where does it fit in our lives? And move forward with it in that manner, Page of Swords. Guess what our thing is? We're going with this and not the troublesome part. Gemini, have confidence. Have confidence. We got it, Gemini. It says moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough. Faith and trust. There's your words. Along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your confidence with courage and faith. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before, Gemini. I'll have to really find it in here. It's well, we got it. We got it going here. If somebody's in our way with that competition stuff, we're really gonna get focused on what it is we want to change and what we need to adapt, or what it is that we personally are bringing into our life here. Whoops, I missed it. I told you, I don't think I've ever pulled a card before. It says, this card is a message from your angels saying you can do it. Trust that you have all the ingredients it takes to complete the mission that's before you. Although you may not completely understand how to fulfill this task, have faith that you will be continually guided. The more you can depersonalize the mission and know that it's not about you, the better. Don't listen to the voice that asked, who, me? You are utterly worthy, since you are a perfect daughter or son of the Creator, and the angels surround you every step of the way. What a nice message, huh? Stay in the moment and focus on one step at a time. Give all the worries or concerns to God and the angels. Ask the angels to increase your faith. Trust that God's love and wisdom are working through you. Be kind to yourself, Gemini. Be tender, like our other word here. Stay in that awakened state so that we know that which we are filling these cups with, and we're not the little boy or girl in the candy store with our penny, not knowing which piece of candy to choose. We're in this very interesting, kind of a little bit challenging, but deeply connected period or point in our lives, which is really a good place to be, especially if we fill that cup with the right thing and have the confidence. We're Gemini. We have a lot of good ideas, right? We're creative souls. Well, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. Oh, and the prayer class is out there for you. It's a very comprehensive prayer class, 2.5 hours on how to format prayers for this kind of work, manifestation, and the sutras are out there. They're thought forms you put in a meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. And it takes hardly any time at all. They're out there for you. There's 2 short videos at the channel. They're like 6-7 minutes long, something like that, that explains them. And if anybody wants to know more about me or go Nev about me, all the information's down below the screen to do that. Or if you want to set an appointment with me, all of the information to be able to do that is over at the website, and that's in the About section down below. And to everybody I've met through 2 whole years of doing these YouTube videos, and to all of you that I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you, it's been an honor, a privilege, a joy, and a pleasure be able to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.